Hello, I'm Gemma Morris with this week's stories for First News. Research shows England's brightest maths pupils are 2 years behind those from the Far East by the age of 16. Despite being level with students in nations such as Hong Kong and Taiwan at the age of 10, English pupils then fall behind by the time they sit their exams. Now to the Oscars, the biggest and most important awards ceremony in films. And this year, the British actor Daniel Day-Lewis became the first person ever to win the Oscar for Best Actor 3 times. Daniel, who was born and brought up in London, got the prize for playing Abraham Lincoln in a movie about the life of the famous American president. The polar explorer Sir Ranulph Fiennes has had to end his latest Antarctic expedition because of severe frostbite. He was trying to walk across the continent in winter, something no human has ever done before. Heavy rainfall has caused flooding across Europe. In Sicily, streets have been turned into rivers with parked cars and motorbikes dragged along in the water. It was also bad in Athens, the capital of Greece, and other parts of the continent. Everyone knows what Gangnam Style is. The famous dance video has been watched billions of times across the world. Now, South Korean rapper Psy has performed for the country's first ever female president. First, there was a 21-gun salute to welcome Park Geun-hye, and then the singer did his stuff. The oldest marathon runner in the world has finished his final race. 101-year-old Fauja Singh took part in the 10-kilometre run in Hong Kong, finishing in a time of 1 hour and 32 minutes. He says he kept competing because it made him feel good. Now, if your parents enjoy lying on the beach when they go on holiday, you might want to tell them that 3 of the best beaches in Europe are in Britain. A holiday website says Rosslea Bay on the Welsh coast came an impressive 3rd overall. At number 5 was Woolacombe Beach in Devon, and in 9th place was Porthminster Beach in St Ives, Cornwall. And finally this week, if you play basketball in your games lessons, you'll know it can be pretty tough. But if you practice hard enough, you could become as good as Eddie. He's a 15-year-old sea otter at a zoo in America. Eddie suffers from arthritis in his elbows and has learnt to play basketball to improve his joint function. He's been at the zoo for 13 years after being abandoned as a pup.